Well, in a video that we saw just now, we understood that similes are uh, the devices, the literary similes. I'm sorry, simile is a literary term rather. It is a literary device, a figure of speech in which we use like or as to compare two different things on the basis of some common quality. That is very important. Now we saw that there is a sentence: his sister is as gentle as a lamb. Now here the comparison is made between that boy's sister and a lamb. Now what is the common quality between these two things or two people? Uh, Between that sister and an animal called lamb, that is of gentleness. So gentleness is the common quality. So we need to understand that a simile is different from a simple comparison, in which we have a comparison between two unrelated things. For example, she looks like you is not a comparison. I'm sorry, it is a comparison, but not a simile. I mean to say, she looks like you is not a simile. Now, when we say that like or as should be used, but at the same time, we need to understand that there should be some common quality. Okay, and the things that we compare should be not the same, they should be dissimilar. For example, she smiles like the sun is a simile. She looks like you is not a simile, it is simply a comparison. There is no implied meaning. You can directly understand that no, she looks like somebody. So there is no metaphor, no figurative use as such. But when you say she smiles like the sun, now you understand that in this particular example, she is a person, a human being, and you know that the sun cannot smile. Now, what makes us to compare to these similar things? So here we see that a woman is compared with something of a different kind, and when such comparison between two dissimilar things takes place with the help of like or as, so that is called simile. We shall have a discussion, or we shall have some examples now. We shall discuss some examples here. Now you can see this particular image to understand this example. She smiles like the sun. So there is a comparison between two things using as or like. Now these two things can be compared because of some common qualities. Now what are they? A girl, she has blue eyes, she is blonde, she has bright smile. The sun is round, yellow, and bright. So we can use these words to make a comparison. So we can use the adjectives and as or like. For example, her smile is as bright as the sun. Her smile is bright like the sun. So these are the common qualities that make us compare these two dissimilar things. Now you cannot say this: the girl has blue eyes like the sun. So that cannot become a comparison. But you can compare the brightness of the smile. So this is how some common quality makes us compare one thing with another one. Now, why use similes? Let's understand the importance of similes. They're important because similes make language more creative, more descriptive, and entertaining. Suppose you say she's smiling. That is very simple and plain language. but her smile is as bright as the sun. So it makes more creative. It makes more appealing. So that is the importance of simile. When you say he is very brave, this is simply informative. But when you say he is as brave as a lion, so that becomes creative. ओके. तो सिंहासारखा शूर आहे, तो शूर आहे, एकदम प्लेन झालं. पण जेव्हा तुम्ही भाषण करताना पहा, आपण सिमिलीज वापर करतो, वी यूज सिमिलीज. तो सिंहासारखा निधड्या छातीचा शूर आहे, शूरवीर आहे. Okay, so that makes the language more creative, more descriptive, and more entertaining. So we know that the mind thinks in images and associations. We try to come, associate the things with certain images. So similes are used to make stronger and more effective descriptions. Means when similes are used, your emotions are, appealed. Now I'll give you one example. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond, okay, in the sky. Now this like a diamond uh, makes you learn words and associate the shining of the stars, twinkling of the stars, with the twinkling of the diamond. So this is how it can stir up the associated emotions, create new connections in the mind, and emphasize certain characteristics. Therefore, similes are important. So they are essential to creative expression. Means we talk in day-to-day life in a very plain manner, but because of similes, we can be more creative. Let's see one example from a poem by Christiana Rossetti. The title of the poem is A Birthday. My heart is like a singing bird whose nest is in the water's shoot. My heart is like an apple tree whose boughs are bent with thickest fruit. My heart is like a rainbow shell that paddles in a Halcyon sea. My heart is gladder than all these because my love is come to me. So you can understand in all these lines, my heart is like a singing bird, my heart is like an apple tree, my heart is like a rainbow sail. My In all these three examples, there is the use of simile. Yeah, heart is compared with a singing bird. Means happiness is implied here. Their heart is compared with an apple tree, which is full of apples. Okay, so you can see, means my heart is generous. Then my heart is like a rainbow shell. Okay, shell you must have seen. So that suggests the pleasant atmosphere and the pleasant mind as well. So this is how we understand the use of simile in literature. When we compare simile with metaphor, we understand that simile and metaphor are comparisons only. Both are comparisons between two different things. But in simile, there is a use of like or as. But in metaphor, it is what we call an indirect comparison. He is a wolf. He is a wolf. So it is we need to understand. He is like a wolf, or he is as cunning as a wolf. When you use as, then you use the adjective as cunning as a wolf, and he is like a wolf. So we understand that cunningness is a common factor that makes us compare between two things, two different things. Okay, So we saw this example. He's like a wolf, or he's as hungry as a wolf, he's as cunning as a wolf. So these are some of the examples of simile.